Hello. So for my project, I'm going to explain the mechanics in the body of sitting down to watch one of my favorite shows, Friends. It's a commercial right now, but just trust me that Friends is playing. Okay, and there's the couch that I will be sitting down on. Fantastic. Okay, here's the couch. So when you're sitting down to watch TV, you don't really think much of it because, after all, it's just that. But there's really a lot more to it. Okay, so the first thing that needs to happen is there needs to be a bit of flexion in the hips as well as in the lumbar spine. This takes place in the sagittal plane with the medial lateral axis. And also then there needs to be some flexion in the knees, also with the medial lateral axis. There's also some dorsiflexion. Okay, then you lean back, and then then you need to flex the shoulders, the glenohumeral joint. Sorry, you need to flex the glenohumeral joint, and then you need some horizontal abduction of the shoulder girdle, and the scapulas also retract here. That takes place in the transverse plane with a longitudinal axis. And then what we have to do is we need to flex the hip, extend the knee, and extend the hip. That all takes place in the sagittal plane with the medial lateral axis. Then we do it again, flex the hip, extend the knee, extend the hip. And now we can sit back and watch Friends. It's a good show. One of my favorites. Anyway, I've already seen this episode, so I'm not going to watch anymore. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to protract my scapula and horizontally adduct the shoulder girdle. Takes place in the transverse plane with a longitudinal axis. Then I'm going to extend the shoulders. Then I'm going to flex the hip, flex the knee, and extend the hip. Then I'm going to flex the hip, flex the knee, extend the hip. Then my lumbar spine needs to flex a little bit as I lean forward. And then my hips are flexed as well in the sagittal plane with the medial lateral axis in my hips, knees, and in my spine. Sorry, the show is funny. And then as I stand up, there is extension of the knees, extension of the hips, and extension of the spine. All right. Thanks for watching. Hope you learned something. You stay classy, San Diego.